Hey again, guys. Do you know what I like to do before I go to happy hour? I like to look at some baseball cards. I got just a few things in here that I wanted to show you. First, yesterday I picked up these two fabulous Redman cards of Ted Williams and Stan Musial. And I got this one too. And this is a Nellie Fox with the tab. And it's a fantastic card. Now I wanted to ask you guys if any of you can help. I used to get the Superior Fit Innovations. Anyway, the Superior Fit sleeves for these. You can see how clear they are. The only other ones that I can find for these are these, and they're much thicker and much more cloudy. So you can see how clear these are. And if I put this in there, and I'll show it to you there, you can see it just doesn't look quite as good. It's a little more dull. If any of you know where to get those Superior Fit sleeves, please let me know. I just can't find them anymore. This is all I could find at the National, and I wanted to protect something to bring it home, so I bought a package. But I mean, they're better than nothing, and they're good for protecting them, and they're nice and thick, but they don't present as well. I got a Matt Cain 2008 Chrome numbered to 250. And I got the most valuable player for my Steelers, Chris Boswell. This is a really cool rookie card. Just an outstanding kicker, Mr. Automatic. If it wasn't for Justin Tucker being in the same division, you'd hear about this guy more. I got this one too. Actually didn't have any cards of Chris Boswell, so I had to get some. And I got the two Rookies of the Year. Topps Now just came today. And I ordered the one with Acuna and Ohtani. It's a dual card. That should be coming soon too. I like to get these just to... It's almost like reading a baseball book when you go back in time and you see who won the Rookie of the Year, refresh your memory and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm always going through cards, and if you watch my channel, you know that I will just pull out random cards as I'm reholdering or going through them just to show some random cool cards. And so today I wanted to show just a few from 1974. First, I have such a vivid and good memory of grabbing this J.R. Richard. A fantastic pitcher, threw really fast. Of course, he have a stroke, had a very short career. But I saw this, I was visiting my cousins, and they had a coin shop nearby, and the coin shop would have a few baseball cards. And I remember seeing that and wanting it so bad. And you know, when you're a kid and you're seeing cards, it's like the whole world is wide open to you. There's so few cards you've actually seen. You know, back then it was mostly just cards that either I pulled from a pack myself or that my friends had, and it wasn't always easy to trade for them or acquire them. Sometimes I'd see them at my flea market, but you just didn't always see these cards like you do today. And I just remember spotting this and never seeing it and saying, you know, I really wanted it. And there are so many cards like that back then. And in many ways I miss that, because it's like, it's a bit overkill when you see the same cards over and over and over, and you see all these cards over and over. And you can never recreate that feeling of seeing it for the first time and having to have it. This is just always one of my favorite looking cards, and that's the Steve Blass. course, I talk all the time when I went to his baseball camp, and he made us watch his pitching performances in the 1971 World Series every night. We'd be like, not again, Steve. This Mike Epstein is a really cool looking card. And a guy that doesn't get enough love, I showed him yesterday actually, on my last video, Sal Bando. And you know what? These players, you know, over time, some of these players who were rather popular at the time kind of fade off into obscurity. And this rookie card has two of them, Frank White and Andre Thornton. Both good players at the time. I was a fan of Frank White. And when I was young, I was, you know, you wanted to have this card. Those players were still playing. And I collect miscut cards. I specifically seek them out sometimes. So I have a whole box of miscut cards and cards that are a little more beaten up from my childhood. But I have a whole bunch of miscut cards and some fabulous ones, like my 41 Joe DiMaggio that I show. And to me, they're truly one of ones. They're the only ones like it. But so I have this one here I thought I'd show you. And it has my Pirates down here, and it's an outfielder. And the back of the card is a number 1. It starts with a 1. So I'll have to see which outfielder started with a 1. I'm trying to think if Willie Stargell was shown as an outfielder in this set. I think he had already moved to first base. But anyway, love to get these miscut cards. They're fun. And believe it or not, sometimes there's a little premium on them. Some of them aren't cheap. Some of the better players, better cards. But they're fun. It's kind of like a secondary collection of mine. So that's what I have for you. Hey, my wife's making me go to happy hour, so I got to get running, but thanks for hanging out with me.